In late 2025, something unexpected happened between two countries rarely mentioned in the same strategic conversation. Canada and Dubai quietly formed one of the largest investment and minerals partnerships of the decade. While nations fight for the resources that power electric vehicles, batteries, and clean energy, Dubai committed up to $70 billion to Canadian industries. At the same time, Canada advanced a $1 billion expansion of its critical minerals processing capacity. No spotlight, no headlines, but the ripple effects reach from Washington to Beijing, reshaping the future of energy, technology, and global investment. Welcome to Geo Capitalist, where we decode the economic strategies reshaping nations, industries, and global power. If you want to understand how alliances form and how capital moves beneath the surface of world events, make sure to subscribe. Today's video marks a pivotal moment in Canada's ascent as a global minerals powerhouse. We're unpacking the $70 billion Canada-Dubai deal, the strategic move Washington never saw coming. The global economy is entering a decade where minerals matter as much as oil once did. Technologies that define the 21st century, electric vehicles, wind turbines, advanced batteries, aerospace components, and precision manufacturing, all rely on a small group of minerals that are both difficult to extract and even harder to refine. For years, governments focused primarily on China's dominance of these materials, leaving much of the conversation centered on East Asia. But in November 2025, a shift occurred that placed Canada and Dubai at the center of an emerging global map. Dubai's sovereign investment authorities, known for shaping the skylines and logistics networks of the Middle East, announced interest in redirecting tens of billions of dollars toward minerals, processing, and clean technology supply chains in stable G7 economies. Canada, with its rare combination of political stability, world-class mineral reserves, transparent regulations, and deep expertise in extraction and processing, became a natural destination. What makes this partnership globally significant is not just the scale of investment, but its timing. The world is moving toward industrial systems that require secure and low-emission supply chains. As countries diversify away from single-source dependencies, alliances that combine resources, processing capacity, and capital are beginning to define a new era of strategic cooperation. Canada's partnership with Dubai signals a reordering of investment flows, bringing Middle Eastern capital into North America's clean energy infrastructure. This approach widens the global playing field and reduces reliance on traditional investment routes. In effect, Dubai's shift toward Canadian minerals is an early signal of how power, money, and strategic resources are being rearranged for the next industrial era. Dubai's decision to pursue large-scale investment in Canada is rooted in long-term strategy rather than short-term opportunity. For more than 2 decades, the United Arab Emirates has steadily diversified its economy away from reliance on hydrocarbons. Although Dubai itself produces little oil, it serves as the financial and logistical heart of the Emirates' broader modernization agenda. Sovereign investment groups in Dubai have expanded aggressively into renewable energy, logistics, aerospace, advanced manufacturing, and high-technology sectors, seeking stable and strategic partnerships that can reinforce the country's influence beyond the Gulf. Canada provides something the UAE needs at this exact moment: reliable access to the minerals essential for the clean energy transition, produced in a regulatory and political environment trusted by global investors. While other regions offer scale, few offer the combination of environmental credibility, rule of law, and industrial expertise that Canada brings to the table. For Dubai, investing in mineral processing and supply chains is a way to anticipate the next major global shift. As countries increase their commitments to decarbonization, the demand for low-emission minerals processing is accelerating. By partnering with Canada, Dubai gains a foothold in the upstream segments of industries it plans to dominate downstream, including electric mobility, hydrogen technologies, and grid-scale storage. The timing also aligns with Dubai's broader geopolitical positioning. As global tensions rise and supply chains fragment, securing long-term partnerships with G7 economies is a way for Dubai to strengthen its resilience. In Canada, the Emirati leadership sees not just a destination for capital, but a long-term industrial collaborator capable of shaping global energy systems. The figure that captured global attention, $70 billion, reflects far more than a symbolic commitment. It represents a strategic reallocation of capital towards sectors that will define the world's industrial future. According to Canadian and international reports, this investment pledge is structured to flow across several priority areas: critical minerals, advanced manufacturing, clean energy projects, transportation infrastructure, and digital technologies. For Canada, this is one of the largest foreign investment expressions it has ever received, and it aligns with the country's ambition to build a diversified, resilient economy centered on high-value industries. What makes the pledge significant is the source. Dubai's sovereign wealth ecosystem has built ports, airlines, finance hubs, and industrial free zones across the Middle East, Africa, and Asia. Bringing that level of institutional experience into Canada's minerals landscape introduces new capacity that complements domestic strengths. For the Emirates, deploying capital in Canada is a strategic move to ensure long-term returns in sectors that are insulated from oil market volatility. This investment also signals trust in Canada's political and economic stability at a moment when many regions face uncertainty. While not all of the $70 billion will flow into minerals alone, the scale demonstrates a vote of confidence in Canada as a cornerstone of next-generation supply chains. The investment pledge is likely to trigger additional interest from other global funds, reinforcing Canada's position as a secure destination for capital. Over the next decade, the ripple effects could reshape Canada's industrial landscape, creating opportunities across research, manufacturing, and resource development. Alongside the broader investment pledge, one of the most concrete developments is the billion-dollar agreement being finalized to expand critical minerals processing capacity in Canada. This project, reported by Canadian Mining Journal and CTV News, aims to increase domestic refining and separation capabilities for minerals essential to electric vehicles, advanced batteries, aerospace technologies, and clean energy infrastructure. Historically, Canada exported much of its raw mineral output for processing abroad, missing out on the higher value stages of the supply chain. This new deal changes that dynamic by ensuring that minerals such as lithium, nickel, graphite, and rare earth elements can be not only mined but also processed within Canadian borders. For the Emirates, supporting this expansion is both strategic and financial. By investing in processing facilities, Dubai secures preferential access to midstream industrial capacity that is in critically short supply globally. For Canada, the benefits are clear: value-added production, job creation, technology transfer, and greater control over the resources that underpin modern industries. The billion-dollar expansion will likely integrate automated processing systems, low-emission technologies, and advanced environmental management techniques consistent with Canada's regulatory framework. This degree of investment strengthens the country's ability to serve as a G7 hub for refined materials, reducing reliance on foreign facilities and helping stabilize global supply chains. Ultimately, the processing agreement elevates Canada's strategic importance in the international minerals economy and positions Dubai as a long-term partner in one of the world's most competitive sectors. The partnership between Canada and Dubai is not limited to financial commitments. It represents the early stage of a supply chain architecture that could span continents. Canada brings abundant mineral reserves and expanding processing capabilities, while Dubai contributes capital, logistical expertise, and strategic geographic positioning. Together, they are positioned to build a supply chain linking North America to markets in the Middle East, Africa, and Eurasia. Dubai's world-class ports and logistics hubs offer direct access to Europe, South Asia, and East Africa, regions where demand for clean energy technologies is accelerating. By establishing refined mineral channels between Canada and Dubai, both sides can participate more deeply in the global movement of critical materials. For example, lithium, graphite, and rare earth products processed in Canada could be integrated into manufacturing ecosystems in Dubai, which is expanding its capabilities in electric mobility, aerospace, and renewable energy systems. This creates a reciprocal flow. Canada provides the materials, Dubai provides the gateway to global markets. The collaboration also complements ongoing Canadian engagement with partners like Germany, Japan, and South Korea, expanding the range of buyers and reducing single market dependence. Over time, the Canada-Dubai supply chain could evolve into a full industrial corridor, enabling joint ventures in battery production, hydrogen technologies, recycling systems, and advanced manufacturing. As global competition intensifies, supply chains built on diversified routes and shared investment strategies will be the ones that endure. The groundwork laid in 2025 suggests that Canada and Dubai are positioning themselves to shape a critical segment of this emerging industrial network. The Canada-Dubai partnership carries implications far beyond bilateral economics. For Washington, the scale and direction of Dubai's investment is a notable development. The United States has long viewed Canada as its closest economic partner, especially in energy and natural resources, and the emergence of a large Middle Eastern investor in Canada's minerals ecosystem introduces a new dynamic. While not a threat to U.S.-Canada relations, the deal signals that Canada is expanding its economic options beyond traditional partners. This diversification strengthens Canada's leverage and reduces vulnerability to external policy shifts. For Beijing, the partnership reflects a growing trend. Countries are building alternatives to China's mineral and processing dominance. Although China remains a central player in global minerals, supply chain diversification has become a strategic priority for many G7 economies. The Canada-Dubai deal adds momentum to this shift. In Europe, the move is likely to be viewed as complementary rather than competitive. The European Union has been pursuing its own supply chain partnerships with Canada, especially in critical minerals and hydrogen. Dubai's investment could help expand Canada's processing capacity, indirectly supporting European supply security. Overall, the geopolitical significance lies in who is choosing to partner with Canada at this stage. Dubai's involvement signals confidence in Canada's stability and long-term industrial potential. It also highlights a broader realignment where Middle Eastern capital and G7 mineral strategy intersect. As global power increasingly revolves around technology and resource control, this new partnership positions Canada at the center of an evolving strategic landscape. Canada's growing integration with Dubai's investment strategy is part of a larger transformation already underway. Over the past several years, Canada has accelerated mineral development through partnerships with Germany, South Korea, Japan, Australia, and the United States. These alliances form a network that positions Canada as the most stable and environmentally credible mineral supplier in the G7. With vast reserves of lithium, nickel, cobalt, graphite, copper, and rare earths, Canada holds many of the ingredients required for clean energy technologies. What has changed recently is the focus on processing and refining. Instead of exporting raw materials, Canada is building the infrastructure to refine and convert these minerals into products essential to batteries, motors, and advanced manufacturing. Dubai's $70 billion interest strengthens this trend by injecting capital into sectors that require scale, long planning horizons, and sophisticated technology. At the same time, Canada's regulatory environment and hydro-powered electricity supply give it an advantage in producing low-emission, high-compliance materials that meet the standards required in Europe and other developed markets. As investment increases and processing capacity expands, Canada's role shifts from supplier to strategic partner. This shift enhances national resilience, supports domestic manufacturing, and creates new revenue channels that extend beyond traditional resource extraction. Dubai's involvement signals that major global investors see Canada not just as a resource economy, but as a cornerstone of the 21st century industrial landscape. If managed effectively, this transition could define Canada's economic trajectory for decades. The Canada-Dubai partnership is still in its early stages, but the foundation laid in 2025 suggests a long-term relationship with the potential to deepen across multiple industries. Negotiations for the CEPA trade agreement indicate both countries intend to expand cooperation beyond minerals into digital trade, services, and investment frameworks. For Canada, CEPA provides an opportunity to diversify markets, modernize trade architecture, and secure new channels for investment during a period of global economic uncertainty. For Dubai, it opens a gateway into a G7 economy with strong ties to both Europe and the United States. Looking ahead, joint projects could emerge in hydrogen technologies, aerospace components, battery recycling, critical mineral refining, port infrastructure, and green energy storage systems. Dubai's experience in logistics and industrial development could integrate seamlessly with Canada's natural resources and technical expertise. The broader signal to the world is that Canada is becoming a preferred destination for large-scale, long-term investment in sectors tied to the clean energy transition. This positions Canada not only as a minerals powerhouse, but as an industrial hub capable of shaping key supply chains from extraction to advanced manufacturing. As global competition intensifies and nations search for resilient, climate-aligned partners, the alliance between Canada and Dubai stands out as a forward-looking model. What began as a surprise announcement may evolve into one of the most consequential economic partnerships of the coming decade. And there you have it. Canada and Dubai's $70 billion deal, the move Washington didn't see coming. If you gained clarity today, I invite you to watch the next episode, because the world is shifting fast and every alliance tells a story. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps this channel continue delivering fact-based analysis. Thank you for being here, for your comments, and for your trust. See you in the next video.